I don't know what is wrong with me today. I don't think I've eaten yet. That's it. I have not eaten yet today, so. Hello everyone, my name is Lisa, and I'm the Viet Vegan, because I'm vegan. So today we're making 3 of my lazy go-to meals when I just want to eat something delicious and full of carbs. One of them is like slightly healthier, and it's gluten-free as well, and it's college student friendly, if that's something you're into. I know it's exam season for you guys right now, so like, good luck. I hope you guys are almost done, and summer's about to begin for you. I think for most of you, it's probably done, but my school always had a super late school season, so it was never fun. The first thing we're gonna be making is a rice cooker pot meal. I don't know what to call it. It's just like rice and beans with a bunch of random in it. So that's what we're gonna call it. So what we're gonna do is we're going to grab our rice. What I usually do is whatever rice you're cooking, add the amount of water and like rinse it or whatever like you would normally, and then add the rest of the random you know what I'm saying? We got our rice, we're gonna set this aside for just a brief moment. And we're gonna cut up the accoutrements that are gonna go inside. So what we need is some onion. We're gonna dice it really, just kind of like roughly. It doesn't need to be perfect. You just want to be able to eat some onion with every single bite. You can also use a red onion if you so choose. I just happen to have this yellow onion and I'm gonna use it. I was gonna do the banh mi video, but honestly, I've been feeling really burnt out about it. I keep attacking it and it's not working and it's frustrating, so I just need to like step away for a moment and then I'll come back to it. But I'm close, I feel close. I've been going for these lazy meals lately and I thought, you guys probably wanna know what these lazy meals are about, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna drop in most of this onion. I'm gonna save actually some of this onion for a different recipe. Next thing we're gonna add is some of this red pepper. You don't have to use red pepper if you don't want to, but I'm just gonna use most of it and I'm gonna keep some of it for later. Next thing we're gonna do is add some spices. A tablespoon of garlic powder, sure. A half teaspoon of coriander. Gotta give that rice some flavor. We got some cumin, say another half teaspoon of that too. And then salt to taste. I like to put in a whole teaspoon of salt. I'm using kosher salt, more volume, but not quite as salty. We've got all that in the pot. Next thing we've got is some black beans, so we're gonna rinse and drain it, which I gotta do off camera. I spilled bean water, that's fine, we're here now. All right, so this is a can of black beans. I don't know how much of that would be in regular cooked beans. I suppose a cup and a half, and then I just like to smush everything in there. So you're gonna find that the water is like just barely covering the beans. I don't like that. I'm gonna add a little bit more water. You're gonna find this pot to be very full, but you know what, that's okay. If you have a tiny rice cooker like me, that's just reality. All right, so we got our beans, our rice, our veggies. They're almost covered with the water, and then we're gonna add a little bit of oil, probably about a tablespoon. Then we're gonna add our tomatoes. This is something similar to what I saw Rose do, and she followed a viral video from Strictly Dumpling, who saw it on Facebook, I think. It was a whole thing. I'm just gonna riff off it a little bit. Cut out the core, and then you just put an X in the top so that there's some air that can escape right in the middle. And again, smush all the rice and stuff underneath. This is gonna be a very full rice cooker. So you're just gonna smush everything down below the water surface. And just, you know, just put that tomato in there. And the steam's gonna come out of it and just kind of like flow and infuse everything with some delicious tomato flavor. I'm very excited. So we've got this. Pull out the rice cooker. You put it in. You following the camera guy? Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna plug it in. If your rice cooker is fancy, I'm sure there's some sort of option for this, whatever this is, but I just have on. So, on. And that's meal number 1, which is gonna be ready in about half an hour. But meanwhile, let's cook the rest of the stuff. Because, you know, I haven't eaten anything yet today, so I might as well just make a bunch of stuff. So the next thing we're gonna make are some quesadillas. This is more of like a lunchy thing, but you know what? It's okay. We're gonna preheat my griddle, whatever, to 300 Fahrenheit. But if you just have a pan, medium heat should be fine. So I'm just gonna take some vegan cheese. This is from the Viet Kieu brand. You can use Dea or Follow Your Heart or whatever vegan cheese you got on hand that you like to use. Just something that's good when melted would be my suggestion. So a nice little layer on the bottom for glue. Remember those veggies that we put on the side? Yeah, we're gonna use those. A little onion action. All right, and we got our red pepper. We're gonna sprinkle that on too, because red peppers are surprisingly okay. They're not my favorite vegetable, but I'll eat them. And the last thing we're gonna need is some veggie ground round. This is some pre-seasoned stuff that I have called the Eve's Mexican one. You might be thinking, Lisa, I don't get this. How can I make this on my own? You can use TVP and use like taco spices if you really want to. But like I said, this is what I make when I'm lazy. I don't want to make stuff from scratch when I'm lazy. I don't know about you. You don't want it to be so heavy that it'll sag and be soggy when you heat it up. But you don't want to be so light that it's just like a tortilla. I like me a meaty quesadilla. And if you were less lazy, you could make like a nacho cheese sauce. I have like a queso on my blog that I use, or I use the base of my mac and cheese, which I'll link down below for you guys. And then I'm gonna put some cheese on top to act as the glue. Last little bit here. This might be a little bit too much, but you know what? I don't care. I like this stuff. I don't know where you can buy it. I just got it when I was at a trade show. Then I'm going to take this, fold it in half, then put it on the grill. Do it for 2 minutes, then you flip it, then you do it again. It's a good time. So the last thing we're gonna do is make pizza English muffins. So we got our English muffins. So the next thing you're gonna do is you're going to put on some pizza sauce. If you want a recipe for some homemade pizza sauce, I have one. It's actually really good. I'll leave a link down below. But if you just wanna use whatever pizza sauce you have on hand, I won't judge you. You can use also pasta sauce. It'll just make your thing taste a little bit like pasta. If you like things saucy, put more sauce on it. I don't know. This is your English muffin pizza. There are no rules, as my friend Mary says. And then the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add some cheese. Eddie gets mad at me because I put the pepperoni on top and the cheese on the bottom. He's someone who thinks that the cheese should be on top. I disagree. Are you a cheese on top or a cheese on the bottom kind of person? Or both? Plot twist. All right, then you sprinkle some vegan cheese on. And remember those veggies I didn't finish using? We're gonna use the rest of those. A little sprinkle, sprinkle. Evenly distribute the goodness. Meanwhile, we're gonna flip this bad boy. Just, oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, that's a good time. Add some red pepper. We got some vegan pepperoni, again from the Eve's brand. Pepperoni. And there you go. So yeah, I'm gonna put this in the oven for 10-15 minutes. At 350, probably. You can do 400. I don't know, whatever. Just keep an eye on it. While that's in there, you can check on your quesadilla. That's probably done. Just kidding, no it's not. This is probably okay. I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna call it ready. And there you go, a quesadilla of deliciousness. You know, some would say that you can just cut it so that you can enjoy it and share it with a friend. But if you're by yourself and you're feeling lazy and you don't wanna, you know, wash a knife, then you can just, it's like a taco with flour. Oh, that's good. Holy. Wow, that's a good time. I am gonna cut some though because I have to take a picture. I know that when I'm less hungry, I'm gonna get mad at myself for not taking a picture. There you go, some quesadilla action. Food is so good. So as a college student, this is something that you can totally make on a hot plate if you have one. Or get a griddle like me. So good. You can make pancakes, pan-fried tofu, tofu scramble. I'm just saying things that you can make in a pan. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture and wait for those to cook. BRB. And we're back. And we have some English muffins this time. You know, you could remix the two of these and you can make quesadilla English muffins or pizza quesadillas, you know? Pizzadillas. We're gonna give this a little try because I'm hungry still. Oh. Carbs. So good. So what I actually ended up doing is I baked it for like 5 minutes and then I broiled it for 5 minutes. Perfection. A little crispy on the bottom, nice and toasty on the top. I'll be honest, this vegan cheese reminds me of Violife cheese. It's pretty good though. If I figure out where I can buy that around me, I will tell you guys probably on Twitter or Instagram. If you guys have seen the Soya 2 brand of cheese anywhere, let me know. I know it's new and it's from the same company that I did that mock meat taste test of, the Vietnamese. It's like the same parent company. I think it's Tofu Town or something. I don't know, but it's a good time. Doesn't have that signature day of flavor, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure this is done. What I like to do after I cook rice is I let it sit for about another 10 minutes or 10-15 minutes in the rice cooker just to like further absorb the goodness, but I'm just feeling pretty impatient. So I wanna see what it looks like now. Oh yeah, this is full to the brim. And what I like to do is I like to take a rice paddle and I just like to smush the tomato into the rice. So I cut it up a little bit. That rice does not look like it's cooked all the way. It has not. Just a second. I'm gonna put some more water in and then I'm gonna cook it again. I'm just gonna add maybe like another cup of water. Actually, that's probably too much. Maybe like half a cup. Just to give it some more steam to work with. And then I'm gonna turn this on again. So yeah, I'm gonna go eat these. I'll be back to show you guys what this looks like. BRB. And we're back and things are cooked. Basically, I just wanted the rice to cook all the way through. And now you just squish in that juicy tomato. Oh, hell yeah. And if you had a bigger rice cooker, this would probably be a little bit easier. My rice is actually a little bit overcooked, but you know what? That's okay. I'm just gonna spoon out this and pretend this was a meal prep. I really like this recipe because I'm just like super lazy sometimes and I wanna throw stuff in a pot and just have something delicious to eat afterwards. So we get a little tomato, a little rice, a little beans, a little action. Let's give it a try. Holy. I like really soft rice sometimes. Pretty yummy. The rice at the bottom isn't quite as broken as the rice on the top was. You can't really go wrong. There you have it. A bunch of meals for your lazy. Yeah, once you make a little bit more room, it's a little bit easier. Ooh, I even have a little bit of burned rice in there. Hell yeah. Just a second. So I'm gonna spoon this out. This way you get a little bit of rice, some carbs, probably actually a little bit too much carbs, but whatever. The theme of this video is that carbs are great. You got some beans, you got a little tomatoes for that vitamin C, lycopene. If you want to hear someone actually know what they're talking about, talk about nutrition, I have a video with a registered dietitian, Dr. Pamela Ferguson. If you want to watch that video, I'll leave it in the corner. The quesadilla and the pizza English muffins are like really good for when you're like hungry right now and you want a food right now. I almost always have cans of beans and some tomatoes lying around and onions, so you can just like throw this together. It's a good time. You can throw in other veggies if you want to. You can put olives in here, green peppers, zucchini, whatever the heck you want. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I'm like so weird. Like I said, I'm feeling very burnt out of recipe developing, so I've just been like cooking these sort of meals just to like eat food and then exist. So I figured you guys would probably enjoy those kind of videos because I feel like many of you feel the same way sometimes and you're just like, I don't want to cook anything. I just want to eat food. Minimal effort, but high payoff. So that's what these recipes are. If you want to add more salt or whatever, feel free. I'll leave a sort of skeleton version of this recipe on my blog so you can check it out and see what I did. As you guys saw, you know, you kind of have to like go with the flow. If there's not enough water, add more water. Worst case scenario, you roll up in a little ball, fry them. You got risotto balls. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. If you did, give it a like, comment down below. Let me know if you guys want to see me randomly cook my lazy meals because I have a vast array of lazy ass meals that I make sometimes. I'm just like, I don't want to cook, but I need to eat something type meals. Let me know if you like this. Subscribe. I have some other videos of easy recipe meals. I have one with the TVA. Actually, I have two that I did with the TVA. If you want to check those out, I'll leave the links down below for you guys as well. Thank you guys so much for watching and I hope you guys have a delicious day. Bye. Is it crooked? It like definitely looks crooked. Damn it. Some pizza, not pizza, quesadilla. What am I? I don't even know what I'm saying. I spilled some bean water. Now I got cleaned up. Get out of here, bean water. Nobody asked you to be here. I legit hear someone peeing right now. I can hear their stream. No? No toilet flush? Well, that's just disgusting. There we go.